Yeah, bad trips like, yeah, Nazareth. I'm fucked up, homie, you fucked up. But if God got us, then we gon' be alright. And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. But I'm a solid, you can you from the face down. One make 11, you can pull with the face down. Scheming, and let me tell you about my life. Painkillers running from me in the twilight. A pretty pussy and Benjamin is the highlight. I tell my mama I love her.
I think there's something about writing and writing words or coloring or drawing. There's something about creating art that offers a healing process. It's a transfer of energy, right? And so to have an opportunity where people can come and even if they're having a moment to say, hey, there's some crayons, not just pens, but crayons. Like, let's go back to our 5-year-old self and just express ourselves. And I think that's important. It definitely is a healing process. And you know, I've been at this for a long time at George Floyd Square, tending to that memorial there. And one of the things that I found is that the way in which people have expressed themselves through written word on some kind of medium is extremely profound. And my caretakers have oftentimes said, this is what's going to heal us. This is what is going to help our community move forward. Because there's something about the words that we've written in the moments of our most profound pain and in the moments of our most profound hope that help us see a way forward.
Say his name! Daunte Wright! Say his name! Daunte Wright! Say his name! Daunte Wright! Say his name! Daunte Wright!
We're going to bring awareness around the realest things right now and wonder why somebody would be out here, because we know you wouldn't want it to be your kid next. Because it doesn't have a color underneath it, but you know what? Black people, this is like the icing on our cake. The police, all this, we already have so much adversity to overcome. Our people are suffering. Daunte Wright is gone. There's nothing you can do right now to fix that other than make sure she's held accountable. That's what you can do right now.
When does the bullshit stop? You have fathers out here taking time out of their day for people who we don't even know, but we love because that could have been our kids.
That's right.
That's right.
Minnesota, what are we doing? Do you actually value black lives? Do those Black Lives Matter signs in your front yards, do they mean something to you? Or is that a security blanket for you?
Juror number 9 dismissed for cause after expressing his opinions about defendant Kim Potter. Juror said, while he believes in a fair trial for all, he did not think he could get beyond the mistake of a veteran police officer firing her gun instead of deploying her taser.
I'm just so proud that that video was released. I'm so happy for the family that they had that bit of evidence because so many weren't filmed, right? She could have just let him go. They knew who he was. They knew his address. He was not an international flight risk, right? There was no need. Additionally, she put other people in harm's way by killing him while he is driving a vehicle. And it's ridiculous. Kim Potter is a killer cop, and she needs to be imprisoned for a long time. No justice, no peace.
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
If anybody would like to carry these signs right here, we have some signs that spell out Daunte's name. If anyone would like to volunteer to help carry them, that would be awesome. And we'll get going. Okay.
Indict, convict, send those killer cops to jail. The whole damn system is guilty.
The Get the flag. Cut. 1, 2, 3.
First of all, I hope to make sure that everybody is okay. If you haven't or you haven't been checked on already, please make sure you reach out to someone in the yellow vest. We'll get you to a medic and we will get you assessed and situated. The plan is still to move. We will not let this distract us. We will not let this dissuade us.
You're lucky that my son's only worried about his losing his gummy bears. God forbid it was his life. You out here being okay with killing babies?
That was crazy.
Fuck you.
Just to perpetuate
Fuck you.
racism.
And my anger is justified right now. It's justified. Yours, you're a pathetic, white privileged little bitch. We gonna find you. And now we're gonna go back to Daunte Wright because that's why we came here. You can't stop this.
Daunte Wright, say his name.
Daunte Wright.
What's his name?
Daunte Wright.
Scream his name.
Daunte Wright.
Scream his name.
Daunte Wright.
Scream his name.
Daunte Wright.
Justice for.
Daunte Wright.
Justice for.
Daunte Wright.
Scream his name.
Daunte Wright.
What's his name?
And it hits you like, wow, he really gone. Yes. Really gone. Due to reckless, racist terrorists. Yes. I will not call them white supremacists because there's nothing supreme about them. I will not call them white superiors because there's nothing super about them. Nothing. Now, why come we couldn't pick out Daunte jurors? Kyle Rittenhouse was able to pick out his. Why weren't we able to pick out Daunte's? Then you got reckless people running up through the crowd of peaceful protesters with their car. Boy, that white privilege is something else. Something else. But guess what? White privilege ain't enough to keep me down. It ain't enough to make me lay in the bed. It ain't enough to make me throw up my hands and say I give up. It ain't enough to keep me still. Won't none but death keep me still. People, keep your boots on the ground. Keep your boots on the ground because you never know when you go home and you might be the next Daunte Wright, Jafford Smith, Hardell Sherrill, Marcus Golden, Cordell Handy, Brian Quinones, Justin Tigan, Fumi Lee, Fung Lee. You never know. Kobe Heisler, Jonathan Tooby, Phil Quinn, Paul Castaway. You never know. You never know. To be aware is to be alive. People, look around. Look around. Kim Potter, accountability is coming. I know it is. I'm not even worried about it. I already reached up in heaven and pulled down what I wanted by faith. Guilty, guilty, guilty.
I remember when we shut down the Lake Street Bridge, Officer J.M. Roth said, "I'll teach you how to run protesters over. Just say that you thought the pedal was the brake." Yeah, and he ended up getting fired because we had to stand up for justice for that.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom. We have a duty to win. We must love and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have a duty to fight for our freedom. We have a duty to win. We must love and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. 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 All power to the people. All power to the people. Thank you. Thank you for being out here with us
He was an amazing dad.
So, Ms. Bryant, and take your time, please, but I'm going to ask you some questions about April 11th of this year, okay? And so after you had this initial conversation with your son, Daunte, about wanting to talk to the officers, what happened after that?
I heard the police officer come back up to the window. He asked Daunte to step out of the vehicle. And Daunte asked, for what? Am I in trouble? And I heard the officer say, I need you to just put the phone down, step out of the vehicle, and I'll let you know as soon as you step out of the vehicle. And then at that time, I heard the phone either being placed on an object, whether it was, dropped on the floor or placed on the dash, I'm not sure, but I could hear the phone being put down. And then I heard the officer telling Daunte, no. And I heard Daunte say, no, I'm not. Don't. It sounded like he said, don't run. Daunte said, no, I'm not. And then I heard them say, somebody tell somebody to hang up the phone. And then that's all I heard.
Did the phone disconnect?
It did.
After the phone disconnected, then you heard what you described. What happened next?
I was panicked. I called back. It seemed like 100 times, but I believe it was probably maybe 4 or 5 times, and I kept calling. So finally, I FaceTimed. I would say I don't know how much time lapsed, maybe a minute or 2. And then a female answered the phone because it was FaceTime. She was screaming. And I was like, what's wrong? And she said that they shot him. And she faced the phone towards the driver's seat. And my son was laying there. He was unresponsive, and he looked dead. And then I heard somebody say, hang up the phone again. And it disconnected again.
So after that phone call disconnected, or you said it was a video call at that point, so you got to see your son Daunte. What did you do after that video call?
I grabbed my grandson and I called my husband because he wasn't home. I said they just shot Daunte.
We will call forward the significant other of George Floyd, Courtney Ross.
Thank you everyone for coming today. This has become a new family for all of us. Not a family that you choose to be, but a family that will always support each other. And that's why we're here today, to make sure that there isn't another death, particularly by the people that are supposed to serve us and protect us, the police. I stand here as a fiance of George Floyd, but more so today as an educator of Daunte Wright, who's my student at Edison High School. As I tell people, I will contradict the narrative that has been said by the court many times. Daunte was a joyful young man. He lit up the skies with stars. He was funny, a jokester, and every student that saw him come into class was excited when they saw him. Kim Potter, on the other hand, as we can see from halfway through her testimony, has had multiple contradictions in her testimony already. And on top of that, her memory has seemed to fail her quite a bit, particularly with the day that she killed Daunte. So I encourage you all to watch her testimony over and over again and realize that she is not telling the truth. She is not consistent. And again, justice for Kobe, justice for Daunte Wright, send Kim Potter to jail.
Yes.
Get that killer Daunte out! She's murdered! Daunte Wright! Justice for Daunte Wright! We're out here. We ain't going nowhere until we hear guilty, guilty. We're out here. Justice for Daunte Wright! Justice for Daunte Wright! Justice for Daunte Wright!
How are you dealing with the weather out here? It's not the warmest time of year to be out here.
I think about Daunte so I don't complain. I think about what they're enduring inside. I could be out here in negative 10-degree weather. It's not nothing compared to what the family is enduring inside. So there's no reason for me to complain. This is a simple sacrifice for me. Because at the end of the day, I can go find my son and hug him even though he states away. So this weather don't mean nothing to me. Because it ain't nothing compared to what they're going through. She has a friend that they was friends for 16 years, and before this incident, her friend stopped being friends with her, but they wouldn't allow her to come testify in court against Kim because she became so openly racist. She had always been racist, but since Trump, she felt more comfortable making racial remarks around her friend, where her friend won't even be her friend anymore, a white friend. But this is what you can't discuss in the courtroom.
Guilty! 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 Guilty!
Each and every one of us not even from here. We're not even from here. We came out. Son, I was in Brunswick. I didn't go to no fucking Thanksgiving. I'm not about to go to no fucking Christmas. Like, fuck everybody, man. I'm tired of this
because
shit.
what is it? What is Christmas? What is a holiday?
Another pagan holiday.
It's
What the
nothing.
fuck? Like, what the fuck? I got so excited. I was just screaming death to capitalism last year. And then here y'all are buying Christmas presents this year. Get the fuck out my face.
So that's like,
and also putting another officer in danger.
Wait, did you say how you take it out?
Yeah.
Like besides like the snap and the
Well,
lever, you literally pull them out differently.
Yeah, that's what I said. Because I said first, it was like the paper. Second, it was the other side. 3, it's the way you get it out. 4, the weight, you start picking it up and it's different. And then 5, when you line up, you see the color. So that's 5 different.
Oh, the yellow.
Like lining it up,
Yeah.
and then like you see right in front of you that it's a different color. It's like
Yeah.
yellow
But
versus
there-
black,
Yeah,
black
and
versus
when you
yellow.
pull out a taser, like when you're going to use the taser, there's a green beam that tells you where it's going to hit. And
Like the
you
little
have
laser?
To, yeah, so
Yeah.
like if you didn't see your green laser and know like this is
So
where
that's
it's going.
6.
Justice for! Justice for! Justice for! Justice for!
Justice for Daunte Wright. Justice for Daunte Wright. Justice for Daunte Wright. Justice for Daunte Wright. Daunte, don't get it. Shut it down. Daunte, don't get it. Shut it down. Daunte, don't get it. Shut it down.
Yeah.
No, forget it. That's right.
Put that bullhorn up to this phone.
Listen!
Static.
Would Miss Potter please rise? I'm now going to read your verdicts as it will appear in the permanent court records of Hennepin County. In the matter of State of Minnesota versus Kimberly Potter, court file number 27CR217490, we, the jury, on the charge of manslaughter in the first degree while committing a misdemeanor on or about April 11, 2021, in Hennepin County, state of Minnesota, find the defendant guilty.
Accountability. Yes. That's what we've been asking for from the beginning all the way up until today. And because of that is because of all of you that have stood with us in solidarity, who have said his name numerous nights every day from the day that Daunte was murdered all the way up until today. We love you, we appreciate you, and honestly, we could not have done it without you. Today, Minnesota has shown that police officers are not going to continue to pull their gun instead of their taser. And we made this happen. You made this happen. Daunte Wright made this happen.
That's right.
And we're going to continue to say his name along with so many other names until we don't have to say any more names.
Say his name! Say his name! Say his name! And I say guilty, I'll say guilty. Guilty! I'm not gonna lie to y'all. For one person that's been standing in solidarity with us every single day. I'm telling y'all, outside by herself every single day. That's no wrong. She the truth. She is the truth. Today's the 23rd too.
Since 11/30/2021, Monday through Fridays I've been out here. 9 in the morning till the Wright family would leave. When the jury started deliberating, we stayed out here till about 6:30. But yeah, I missed one day because I didn't have a ride, but I'm from Little Rock. My people couldn't come pick me up, so all power to the people. We did it. Word is bond to me. I'm old school. I'm a different breed. When I say I'm gonna do something, I commit to it. Period.
That's what's
all
up.
the way from the beginning to the end. And if this wouldn't have been the end, I'd have kept it moving. We'd have kept on fighting. I wouldn't have been planning on going back home. I'm ready. I can plan on going home now. My grandbabies need me. This was a positive serenity for Daunte Wright space. Period. If you had anything negative to say, I was nicely putting you up out of here. Yeah.
So that's why you were here by yourself most of the time, because this was a sanctuary of positivity.
Yes.
There was a lot of negative people that wanted to come around.
And they didn't. One guy tested me with his radio, but I walked right beside him with the bullhorn and he went on and left. Last about 2 minutes.
Road to justice. Hold my horn, you hold my horn. Hey, put the hand on the horn. Alright. Amen. You got amen. For the justice. Amen. On the river. Amen. To Manhattan. Amen. Amen.
grounded.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Cheers.
All right, go. All right, one more.